Pathfinders at Optus Stadium.
Yeah, that's a heap of fun, that program, and it's in partnership with Venues Live, who operate at the stadium. And I guess from everything out there is pretty world class. Like, it's a red hot stadium. Venues Live do a fantastic job. The surrounds, which is sort of where our program takes place, is awesome. Like, all those little bits, all the detail, the parklands and all the different sculptures and the cultural, it sort of tells a story about the history of the peninsula. And part of our program, the Pathfinders program, is sort of part 1% club, walking escape room mixed with Amazing Race. Like, it's a bit of a walking challenge immersive experience. So you'd sort of leave knowing something a little bit about maybe your teammates and their strengths, do some complex problem solving, and you learn a little bit by default about the history of the area. So it's fantastic.
Wow, okay, so lots of different components all coming into one then.
Yeah, it's sort of broken into 5 zones, and then you've got to sort of solve challenges in each zone. Some of the challenges might be quite technical for someone who likes like problem solving, and some of them might be very creative, someone with like creative flair. So it's sort of, hopefully there's something for everyone within it. But yeah, exclusive partnership with the team at Venues Live, and it's wicked out there. It's a nice place to be.
It's a really beautiful part of the city, isn't it?
It is, and I think a lot of people, they go there on game day to go and watch the footy or whatever it is they're into. And it's pretty busy, but when you go there, when you're not, it's underutilized, beautiful like scapes, and yeah, I just think it's fantastic out there.
Lovely. So a team's booked on and they're there, Optus Stadium. What can they expect?
Yeah, good question. It starts with a bit of a brief. And then you learn a little bit about how the rules of the game and where you can go and what you can do and what you can't. So it's the outside of the stadium, which is called Stadium Surrounds. And then they get their sort of pack after the brief. So lead facilitators out there. If it's a bigger group, we'll have a few facilitators out there, sort of make sure everyone's on track. And then they're away, and so it's linked to an app which will be on one of the team members in their group's phone. They don't need an account or anything. They can just you can do it and play as a guest or whatever. And then every zone has got different challenges. They're trying to solve bit by bit. They stay together as a team. If it's a group of say 15, we'd probably have 3 groups of 5, or you could play a group of 7 and 8, depending you want to do hard mode or not as hard mode. But yeah, bigger groups, it works really well. So you can do them, it's a non-linear game, so you can do them in any order you like. And the gameplay goes for 2 hours, and then you sort of do a wrap up and learn about the answers and the challenges and how that relates back to the master, the bigger picture within the game. And then all wrapped up 2.5 hours, and you would have walked the distance around the stadium. So that's one of the questions we get. People's like, oh, is it like a running race? Like, running is out, you're not allowed. In fact, if you get caught running, your team gets penalised. And so you're basically walking around the stadium. So I kind of liken it to, I don't know, going shopping when you're travelling. As far as the distance you would actually walk,
Nice. And so you've mentioned the challenges. How many are there?
Oh, that's a good question. I can't remember off the top of my head. Lots. And there's all sorts of different bits which weave in. There'd be probably over 40, I think. Different ones. Some are easy and you can do really quickly. Some would require 3 or 4 people thinking about it, and that's deliberate because you're trying to work out how to bring the team element in. So yeah, it's a heap of fun.
Nice. Any memorable moments from any teams that you can remember?
I always think about Pathfinders as the last few minutes because it all condenses down. Because you've been out there around the surrounds and the area, and you're gathering all this information, solving challenges. But then that all brings you back to this central narrative. So the game ends with one final answer or one final solution.
Okay.
And so you're at the end. The memorable moments are when you're watching a team and they've been out there for an hour and a half or whatever it is, sort of having a good time. Then they're like, all right, we've got to solve this. And then hang on. And then one person goes, what about this? And you see them just go woof, tractor in on it. And it's probably, not every team's going to get it. It's hard. So it's it's on the edge. And that's one of the challenges, is to make it hard and engaging, which means that not everyone gets it. And then some people will go on a different tangent if they haven't got some of the other answers right. So they'll go on a completely different tangent. But memorable moments for me, for Pathfinders, I'd say watching teams in that last bit is awesome because you're seeing like collaboration, a bit of pressure, a bit of like, come on, let's do it, and like the passion, it's all there.